Hello, hello, hello. Forgive all the noise. Welcome to Psi-də-๊vīn. Tonight, let's do a reading about chaos. Hey, Eskimo. You know, I had a question for you, now that you've come in and thrown me off track. You sent me a message. I'll use that word loosely, a message. I wasn't sure what it was for. Boy, you can really hear all the other sounds. I gotta get something else for this audio. All right. I thought you did. Like the other day. Not today, but day before yesterday. Okay. All right. If you didn't, then I thought you did. I could go through my phone, but I don't want to make it all public. I don't know how to go through this app like that. Okay. Yeah, yesterday, 3/16. Yes. I wasn't trying to say that, but yes, that's what I meant. Message. And you said in the tip thing for message. I just wasn't sure what it was for. That's all. But thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So there's still all of the chaotic energy in the air. And I feel it across the YouTube atmosphere. So I thought I would just come and be low-level messy, along with anybody else who might need a reading coming along. So I if this applies to anyone in the collective, that's awesome. Maybe not, because I'm talking about chaos. So we'll see. It'll be a little bit like soap opera, but real people. Zeta. 6. Let's get started. And perhaps if for those who watch your own playlist of favorites, maybe this might be somebody you know too. I'll pull in all of that energy. Some of the what happens next. 6, do you want to give us something to start it off right?
Smoke weed every day.
Absolutely. I agree. Can we get something else, though?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
It makes no sense why I have all these different sounds and none of them come through. Okay. Anywho, delusional, insane. Feel like they need a word. If you see any words I'm missing, shout it out. And when I say shout it, I mean please write it in all caps so I can see it. Ooh, blank. Oh, I don't know why I'm talking to y'all like I have the overhead shot. So the letters I get, I will turn. Let me line them up real quick. For those, if you want to grab pencil, paper, and you want to unscramble on your own, you can. And first word I see. I'll show you guys the letters. Oops. Let's move them up a little bit. So the first word I got was ask more. And the end feeling I get is hearing someone asking about money. The next letter I get is fame. And then I get sit, S-I-T. The next letters I get are T-A-T-Y, Tati, Tati. Tati. And then I get Y and 3 I's. So this is someone expressing need for the self. And I get Y-A-T and T-Y. Could be someone by the name of Tay, T-A-Y. Ty, T-Y. Those two names come out, T-A-Y and T-Y. Next word I get is stay. So someone will be trying to stay. I feel like this this feels like someone doing something to gain attention, going way too far to solidify fame. And it feels like it backfires. I actually do have enough for the letters, for the word mess. The words fame and mess come through. So someone's attempt at reaching for fame brings a mess. I see Tati here. I'll bring the letters in again. Another difficult to see. If I bend just far, they'll slide. And this one is blank. Okay. Those three letters at the bottom, if it was too glossy, is A, K, and I. Looks like the video is bad. Okay. So I have the words mess and fame. Is it too dark? Because the video looks really choppy. Or is it just my cable? Does the video look really grainy? Okay, so this feels like the energy of somebody. The words I get is mess, air, fame, and KO. So like a knockout. I get the letters TATTYY. 3-letter I's. And a blank for a situation in progress. Let's see what else is here. In the Three of Cups, we have the Lord of Abundance. This, for me, feels like a group situation, a rising tide that lifts all boats. Could be a very popular person here. I'll just call this place Tube Land. So it's a very popular person in Tube Land whose success benefits many others. Let me turn that off. Okay. Why clarify? 5 of Cups comes out after this. There's a loss in pleasure because of what is said. What I just got just now was feels like somebody being accused of something. It feels like hearing of a popular person in Tube Land being accused of something not good. Clarify. Nice of the Eternal Gods. King of Swords. And then the King of Pentacles. So I see 2 situations. No, okay. Oh, I see 3. Okay. In the King of Swords, there's activity going on at the bottom here. Where's my pen? So here to one side of the card, there's feminine energy, feminine image, one here, and a small one here. My first impression is finding out on multiple different levels. It feels like a violation against a woman. Like a woman coming forward and saying, this happened to me because of that popular tube land person. The next situation I see here is somebody getting used. Coming forward and saying, I got used for this. I was tricked into this. The third situation I see involves minor beings. And it doesn't feel like something current. It feels like someone's history coming forward of such. When I asked to clarify the being in the center, I got the Magician and the Tower. So to me, it's like someone attempting to avoid a disaster because the Tower was in reverse. So for me, it's like, okay, we're going to avoid that by doing this thing here. Someone who has the ability to, what I just heard is sweep things under the rug. This person's popularity has allowed them to do some things. The Fool comes out in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for me, it feels like it was all clean and all good until this. This is somebody who moves so fast that they're not really paying attention to some of the smaller details. So it feels like using someone who came in naive, didn't know any better, and expecting to be given an opportunity for a new journey. I don't know if it's the Westbrook chick. I was just thinking gossip tube data that we'll all hear about or something or other. Days. So, in the next 11 days, we're going to start hearing about this. Okay. The 10 of Cups. Somebody's getting their cups filled, yes. This is peace. This is this might be more than one person for the one who uses others. I'm asking to clarify the energy here in the center. The one that gets rolled over. Not the one that gets discarded and rolled by, or the one from the past, but the one getting rolled over now. The Queen of Swords is here. And she can be cruel, she can be a biatch. She's also experienced. People will believe what she has to say. But there's a lot of multiples here. And someone making a choice. Okay, let me run these cards. So again, the words I got was a mess, fame, air, and knockout. Okay, what's the story again? So I'm running the story back one more time here, just for clarity. A situation happens. It's a situation worthy of regret. Someone goes into regret. The image I get here is somebody shouldn't have stuck their thing there. Coming up after this is the Empress. Pretty busy right there in this card. This can be a wife, a head of household. This is somebody who has a image as being somebody who is compassionate and aware. Someone who's gone through the hard times but is balanced, and the Phoenix. This is one who's had a great rising to fame story. The King of Wands comes out in reverse, though. In the King of Wands, there is inspiration, someone who is, they're charming, but in the wrong situation, they can be impulsive. Then we get the King of Swords, which is our original card. So from me, I see two people or more who are very in control of self. They adhere to a certain type of belief. But the truth is more of a here for a good time, not a long time type of theory, type of thing. These people fight. These people are competitive. Clarify. They may be gamers. They may also game in addition to. Okay. They may game in addition to speak a certain way. Could be harsh, abrasive. They could be mouthy. And they are very successful. Lords of wealth. These will be some of the top. This will involve some very top of the bar creators. And our Ten of Pentacles, these are just, it's almost like you put their name into your video or something and you get traffic just from that. Now, these two people have a history, have a past unto themselves. One feels like in the eyes of the card. Check that out. I get the impression of the watcher. Swords is air, so this is someone who goes through a mental process. This may be one who enjoys the chase, but does not enjoy dead things laying around. This could be the person who comes in hot and fast and leaves cold. Just heard used car salesman. They may be a person who's good at selling a dream. Clarify. So there's a misunderstanding of some sort between two people. I'm asking to clarify, how did we get to the point of public chaos? There's a promise of something, and that promise is heard but not met. It is believed because the person telling the story is a whole fucking magician. I mean, like, you wouldn't not trust the person who can pull the rabbit out of their bum. But at the exact same time, because of the magician doing his magic behind the back of the clairvoyant, it might be a little bit sketchy. We'll just go with sketchy. In the Hierophant, you see someone who's got their hands here, trying to, in my opinion, be understood. To me, this card feels like someone trying to be heard. Someone who expects things to go a certain way, like honest. This feels like also the energy of somebody who trusted the wrong person. Temperance being here tells me, like, this is somebody who really thought this person was going to be like, okay, this is my get rich right here. This is what's happening. This is my time. I'm going to get here. This person's going to help me. What's that word? I don't know what the legal term is, but it's like some type of misguided reliance on someone's word, promise, drunken conversations. Queen of the Thrones of Air. So it feels like, okay, it sounds good, but then someone reaches a point where, okay, I've had enough of being begged, having you bring it up. It feels like the magician it feels like the energy of a high level ego that believes the great gift should be being in their presence. Action. The Prince of the Chariot of Earth. Yeah. And the Knight of Pentacles. This feels like the energy of someone who makes someone an offer, like, oh, you know what? Instead of ripping your head off and doing what I really want to do, I'm going to make you work. This feels like someone who, the beggar who doesn't get what they are promised, but gets dragged along, taken along, and turned into a gopher. Gets used, grunt work. The Tower is here, so This person gets tired of being used. I've had enough. And this comes about because of watching the abundance. Clarify the action. So this person was getting used by the famous and popular tuber. It feels like the energy of somebody having a sudden realization. So we see the Three of Cups on one end and the 10 on the other. For me, it's like someone who's made an offer that you believe is an offer, whether it's true or not, doesn't matter. Someone who thought that, okay, it's just three of us, but oh, wait a minute, no, there's not three. I'm nowhere close to even number one or two, and you're not serious. It's the sudden awareness of someone who has plenty, who promised you a little bit, but they never gave you a little bit, and then one day you look up and there's a whole brand new person in the room, and they're being given what should be yours. So at least in their mind, it's like, you said you was going to hook me up. And you can help, but you don't. Wow. So this person feels the frustration. The foolish man, spirit of ether, and then the Lord of flame and lightning. Foolish man comes out in reverse. Knight of Wands upright. And for me, when the foolish man is in reverse, this is a journey that ain't going nowhere. Nowhere at all. And all that lightning is like, and literally, it says the Lord of the flame and lightning. This person gets into their head and there's this fire energy and I can't take it anymore. What is the next action? Ooh, justice. Clarify the action of justice. So we get justice and the Queen of Cups. This person seeks to make things right, but not in the right way. Not that I would know what the right way is in a situation like this. How do you handle that? So their option of handling it is to make it known. Let people know about the relationship, how they feel used, drained, taken advantage of. It's depending on somebody who did you wrong. Feeling like they did you dirty, but really, it's not they did you dirty, it's that they didn't do what they said they was going to do. Six of Wands, Lord of Victory. Now this person does feel heard, acknowledged. They feel some type of sympathy. I feel like the energy of people reaching out to them. There may be interviews, but no, knock it off. So for me, this feels like in the Queen of Wands, it feels like people talking to this person, but they really are debating or being motivated to say unnecessary stuff, like tell deeper secrets. Ooh. Then we get the Ten of Swords. This is the Lord of Ruin. Well, that's never a friendly card. It's not. This person goes into victim mode, if you will. This is what happened to me. Broke my heart, stabbed me in the back and in the front. And they did it because they're a pig and they do this and they make out with the walls in their house. They're sick. This feels like extra added data to their story to get fame by being messy and taking someone out to gain their fame. The Four of Pentacles is earthly power. This is someone who suddenly feels defended, protected. I see other people coming forward to make videos about the situation in defense. Somebody does a good job making a victim. Ew. Over the Four of Pentacles and that earthly power is the Moon. Oh, I'm glad you sat up because I really was about to get you. Okay. Hi. I was about to throw something at my dog. So in the ruler of flux and reflux, what you put out comes back. For me, this card isn't just about secrets. It's the in, it's the out. It's what you don't see coming. It's someone who knows the data. It's someone who can reveal said data and put back someone into a corner. It's people talking. It's, ew. It feels like bringing in other people. And this is the Lord of Shortened Force. So this could be bringing in people who, contribute to the confusion, contribute to creating what I said earlier, backed into the corner type of situation. Bringing about some type of blockage, like a lot of finger pointing. A lot of synchronicity for me here. Interesting. The Nine of Swords is the Lord of despair and cruelty. See, there is a lot of not happy data right there. This is somebody who is worried. They're feeling guilty, perhaps. What do they do? Actions. Ace of Wands, Lord of the root of the power of fire. So this person I do see coming forward and speaking, but not in the way that everyone is, not in the standard way. Feels more like a covering your ass, but hold on. This is a male. Okay. So clarifying that Nine of Swords is the Seven of Swords. This is somebody who does have the power to swing back at the main accuser, This does feel like somebody taking out some type of revenge while saying their piece about what they're not guilty of. Lord of the wild and fertile land. Now, okay. For me in the Knight of Pentacles, I see somebody who is obsessed. They're going to, like, hold on. Wow. Easy, come easy, go. This does feel like the energy of, creating a new message to overshadow their situation. It feels like when this person gets called out, when this mess gets started, it feels like I hear corroboration, collaboration of another popular tuber to create a look over here. This one's messy. This one's dirty. This one involves more than one hand. This involves a group of tubers that work together. This can be gamers. Again, I say that. This might be gamers. Now, I feel like the distraction happens so that others don't come forward. This is a legal matter that could go very dark. Okay, so out of that chaos, we get the balance. What is the final outcome? Wow, Lord of Material Trouble. Clarify that. Okay, so I do see some type of pushback in the Lord of Material Trouble when this does come out. In the Five of Pentacles, to me, it feels like the word I hear is like somebody trying to recover what was lost. In the distraction element of these two cards, there may be somebody who takes away from the story by talking about some type of charity or event, making noise about an event. Distracting could be distracting about a fight between two people. Like, don't look at this battle, look at this battle. Don't look at this fucked up battle that makes people go to jail. Look at this one over here that sells tickets. Yeah. Somebody uses a negative situation to distract everybody. And there's harmony through chaos, like creating the distraction of a new fight over here. Just gets people to not pay attention to the message. Actions of the others. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. I don't see that being good. So we get justice as a choice, And then we get the spirit of primal fire in reverse. So I see a situation where things are going to have to be made right. It almost takes it takes whatever the situation is out of the popular tuber's abilities to control. This is karma, self-inflicted karma. Someone who isn't, it's somebody who's popular enough that they don't think there's going to be punishment. Clarify that. This feels like some type of could be cheating, but it really feels like there's a different element of that sexual secret. This can be some type of abuse being hidden. Someone's old skeletons coming forward. 3 of hazards being here. It's literally go fetch. Don't bother my family. Someone being guarded after the secret happens. Someone discovering they need a way out of a situation, but feels like they know they can do it. They're creative. This person has a this person can be forceful, violent even. The bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. Someone very childish. Mental. Temperance comes back. Get that again. Then the Knight of Swords, someone who's always up for battle. And they choose the battle to their own detriment. What is the effect? What is the visual effect? Oh, that is the Fool. What is the visual effect? Well, somebody has a chemical issue for one. Somebody is not doing a good job at making up their side of what happened. And we get that in the Queen of Swords and then the Seducer. So someone's bad habit gets them into great levels of trouble. Clarify the person. Clarify the one who starts all this. Clarify the one who failed. Clarify the thing. Clarifying the person. Ooh. The Devil. The one they've gone a long time. This is someone who hasn't come forward, at least not in the way that they're going to come forward with this. This is someone, they haven't expressed a problem with this. The Queen of Wands, I do see some type of legal law or overhead. Could be the higher ups within the tube land making a decision to separate themselves from certain types of data. Now the Seven of Swords comes out in reverse. This is somebody who's being given an opportunity to come clean about what happens, or what happened, or what they did or didn't do. Is an opportunity for them to come clean. And they're, okay, because everything's out there. More data, more people show up. This person feels backed into a corner, actually. And they feel backed in a corner for obvious reasons. This be the struggle. Now this person does attempt to call a truce, but only well after shit goes way the fuck out of control. Everything after, in between is secret warfare towards the accuser or accusers. Wow. When I said clarify the others, I get 7. That looks like some people. And they are the defiant ones. They stand on their beliefs, and they kind of feel overwhelmed at this point. Don't feel like there's another option. Okay? And they feel like it's the right thing to do to speak up. After awareness. After public awareness is made against popular said cougar, we get the rock star and we get the Hierophant. This is egotistical motherfucker. I ain't do shit. That bitch is crazy. Or that dude is crazy. Or that group is crazy. They're all lying about blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that shit. Look at me. I'm Mario. This is somebody to me that completely lacks awareness, but has been on a pedestal for so long. Hello, Justin Nelson. This person's been on the pedestal. They've been at the podium for so long. It is illogical that others will go against them or speak ill of them. This is a tuber that hasn't necessarily made their popularity off of feeding the homeless, let's just say. What I just heard is do the right thing. They didn't. This comes out, though, in a victory for those involved who are on the opposite side. There is a victory of sorts. However, it feels like the victory for others, while very few are recognized as being a part of what happened. So the kindergarten teacher is here, the princess. This is somebody who does something that definitely has an effect. What I just heard is Streisand effect. Okay. Yeah, maybe. It makes someone who once was a creative, trustworthy person no longer trustworthy. That individual has no more rest after this. And it's being cast out of a group. I see a disassociation with a group because of this. People have to step back. This could be loss in sponsors. There's definitely a loss in pleasure. It almost feels like not that they have a breakup, but it feels like just not doing it. I just see that there. I'm sorry. Okay. I see weakness here. Strength is here too as a choice. And clarify. Let's just clarify. Clarifying strength comes out the hacker. And competition. We get competition, we get confusion, we get the standards, chaos, and all that jazz. This does feel like a male being accused of something by a female. This does feel like somebody who has taken a certain level of liberties. And because they've done it for so long, they just don't feel like there's any correction necessary to this. They can go on forever and ever and ever, just doing what they want. Needless to say, in the hacker, we see somebody who sits at a computer all day, forming alliances, bridges, interactions. And someone with very high earthbound ego. Definitely not someone, practicing their higher self. Okay. So that sounds interesting. Next 11 days, somebody gets into some very deep trouble, male against female or females, plural. It does feel like a situation that more than one comes out, one starts, and then the snowball effect takes over. Be interesting to see who this is, because it does feel like I keep hearing like a top 10, very high up. Someone trying to sweep it under the rug. Let's see, I do get same affair in the letters. Stem. The word time does come out here too. Same, so someone is same affairs over time. What I also do get here is, I don't know if anyone's named Kitty or Cat, or the word kitty is here, literally. Kitty, K. Okay. That was curious. We'll stop there and see what happens. All right. I get a vibration. I need to pull a couple of cards There's someone in here who might need to hear something. Is it cards, though? This one is just for you guys now watching. Collective, I feel like I need it. Somebody needs a message. Hold on. 6 wants to say something. 6, you got a message for anyone?
Enemy spotted.
Anything else?
We've been tricked. We've been backstabbed. And we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
Fair enough. For the collective. I do see some insecurities. Yeah, I'm skipping over that shitty fucking data. Sorry. Not dealing with it. Listen, it feels to me like somebody in here is having some control issues. This could be in a relationship, turning your back on things or having these issues. Feels like injecting one's opinion where it is unwanted. That's not me though, because if you came here, you wanted to hear some. Feels like dealing with giving advice to people who don't need it. Or who aren't going to take the advice. Someone in here is giving advice to people or someone. You're trying to help someone. Could be for work, home improvement, something like that. And it feels like they're not going to take your advice because they're waiting for you to do it. It's like asking for someone to help, like I need something from the store. Can you go get it? And you're like, you want to ride with me? No, I want you to go get it. I know. Do you guys hear my dog going off the chain over there? As usual. For some of you, it feels like a pullback. It's getting organized. It's realizing how the lazy people around you may be controlling. Are they really controlling, or are you just letting that happen? For some, it's moving to a place where you get a little more clarity. Understand the difference between love and like. There's a lot of thought process going on here. Messages. It's almost like knowing better, but being too fucking nice. I don't know where to go here. Let's see. What messages? I do see some of you dealing with a fixed energy. And I do feel like for some of you that energy is you right now. This could be the person who's getting a little too used, dealing with too many people who are just expecting too much. This feels like for some of you an opportunity to learn how to say no. Clarify. Hold on. Moves. Sorry. That was so rude. Some of you aren't exploring going out. It's like kind of like waiting for people to just ask you to do shit. I just heard some of you who are in an environment where it's like you don't want to answer certain questions like, hey, what are you doing today? You're like, if you say nothing, 15 minutes later you're doing everything. Feels like balance here comes in recognizing karma. Sometimes you gotta let people grow the fuck up, right? Some of you are not taking that quiz about the self. Literally, that's the center dice, which is, 11. So in that, it's the not taking the test is about the action or the inaction. This is about letting people grow the fuck up. It's getting experience, learning which forces control you, which people. I don't necessarily mean force. It's being nice and getting used for being nice, no good deed going unpunished. So it's growing up, it's strengthening, it's strengthening our no muscle, is what I'm hearing. It's not necessarily being a rug for everybody to make use of. What's coming? Ooh, prejudice. Fair enough. Such a big deck now. Some of you, be very cautious and aware. I feel like this is the next 48 hours for some of you. It's recognizing the higher self. Some of you are going to be getting that pop quiz. Do you know value of self? Do you recognize liars who are just using you? People who really and truly don't appreciate you. This is about wisdom. Doing things that we enjoy as opposed to doing shit that we don't really need to do. You don't have to do it. Moose! He's annoying me. I'm sorry. I'm throwing stuff at my dog. All right. Some of you are going to be feeling that blocked feeling in self or fear of what's going to happen if you say no. But learning to do that is necessary for healing. And it's understanding that some people are just being greedy. And you'll know that person because it's someone who has the ability to make you doubt yourself. You'll know this person because they are lazy and slow. Maybe you just haven't been honest about that. You'll know them because they make you overthink. They overthink. Or they come across as being needy. 4 and the blank. So in your 4 that's in reverse, you get an opportunity to control self. Not be controlled. This is logic when dealing with those who may function without it. For some of you, it's breaking the cycle of procrastination and letting things continue. The test comes back again. So in this one, it's literally got a stop sign on it. It's recognizing that some elements of humanity don't exist everywhere. Some of you, your guides want you to get focused and don't be so distracted. Don't forget you're in angel school. Some of you are way too focused on wanting and waiting for somebody to call you, contact you, get with you. If some of you are waiting for somebody that you're in a dating situation and it's brand new, be aware there may be some cheating. Use this time to Take care of yourself. Some of you are hoping to receive praise from another person. Knock that shit off. This is about seeing yourself better. That comes in a 6. Your 5 is in reverse. Clarifying the cheater. It's someone who has trouble letting go of cycles, whether it's you or the next. Some of you, in dealing with that side tail, there's a test, a lesson to be learned in continuing with this energy. What's the test? Okay, cards just flip over. The test for some of you could be dealing with a user. The test could be manifesting what you've been thirsty for or overthinking or too willing to accept. 111 comes back twice. Double manifestation of what you want. Coming in faster could be two people being a little too easy. This could be the energy of someone who has options. Dealing with a cheater. Someone who's using sex or interactions for personal emotional lifting and power. This person might be a great exaggerator. The empty promiser, potentially the narcissist, the user. This person's very opportunistic. What is the lesson? This person comes across as a negative in their physical body. Negative energy, negative physical body. And a liar, false person. There is limited protection in being with this person. 4 appears more than once here. So we get someone who is intense. It could be good. It could be freak nasty. But it could be someone who eventually may move into violence, emotionally blocked. At every turn, though, you have an opportunity to hop to a different timeline. If this is vibing with any of y'all dealing with somebody. New tale. New tale. This is somebody you might want to really have a hard look at. No, I don't know. I take that back. Is it a Freudian slip there? You might want to take a hard look if you are just starting to date or interested in anyone. What I just heard, ladies, background check. Like legit. Background check. For the guys, how will you know? You'll know because your ass is distracted. You won't know. This will be someone who's very on and off. This is someone who will enjoy you spending your money on them. Happy Corona. This person comes across as someone who is not willing to be as naughty, experimental. They are not amused by 30 jokes and stuff like that. This person definitely has baggage, guys. This woman. Ooh. And for the guys listening, you also have a way to get out. There's an opportunity to hop off the timeline. Clarify how to get off of this crazy nuts timeline. Separation, 2 and becoming 1. Separation, I think that's fairly simple. To not separate. For the masculines who are looking at some new tale, please do yourself some do yourself the honor of I like to say give people 48 hours of conversation and see where it goes. And don't just talk about yourself, actually listen. Because I feel like if you listen, you're going to hear somebody inventing things. You're going to hear somebody who sounds ready to go forward, but they're inventing things. And they're inventing things to influence your response, your empathy. Let me rewind that. What's the influence? What's the invention? The invention is that the lie. I should have said invention. The invention, the bullshit. The bullshit is they're going to come across as quiet. They're going to come across as someone who's ready to give all. They're going to come across as having a little bit of concern, anxiety, before getting freak nasty. This person has issues with loyalty, whether they dealt with someone who wasn't loyal to them in the past. This person is going to come across as being open to all things. This one bottles emotions. You will hear it if you communicate before you fornicate. This one is... I'm trying to get a picture, like, for guys. Okay, so this one looks good, but is crazy. Not crazy like straight jacket or nothing, but it's like they're willing to party, willing to have a good time. But there's just great emphasis on this one being a massive exaggerator. And you gotta listen for it. So I feel like for the guys, for you guys, whether it's a female or somebody, male, female, whatever, someone you're interested in coming soon or you're dealing with this now. There's cycle energy here. You've dated this one before. If not one just motherfucking like it. Okay? This one has the energy of hot, cold, all or nothing. And again, looks good. But they've dealt with some scandals. This energy likes the way you look, the way it looks when you spend your money on them. Again, this is a person who brings a divine adjustment. Can be in the form of karma. This person's going to bait you in with the naughty naughty. For you guys, be very careful. This one comes across as like, for those of you who are going to do it anyway and not listen to this reading, okay, it's going to be good. They're going to do it. It's going to be very freak nasty is what I'm going to say about that. You will enjoy it. At the bottom here is the double self, though. This one will come across as very intense, but when it doesn't work out, this is also the one that will show up with the brick and the bleach and the cops. And okay. For some of y'all, this is karma. Good luck. It's a lesson. And it'll be a lesson because you don't listen. Don't forget, You have an opportunity to switch timelines when you recognize who this person is for you guys. Anything else for the guys? 4 and 2 bring us to 6. Be very careful. This is about irresponsibility. Letting your feelings get the best of you. Letting the appearances, the hopes, the desires, letting those things get to you. Be careful. Just listen. Just listen. Because I feel like there's great contradictions here. Hold on, you guys. Moose. I am so tired of snoring. So fucking loud. Okay. 6, do you have anything for the guys?
What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said,
watch out, the bitch is crazy? Is that what God said? I don't know. Anything else?
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Yeah, okay. I apologize to you guys ahead of time. Just remember my voice when you discover that you can't just hit it and quit it. This isn't the one. This one, when you recognize who it is, 6 and 4 is here in the dice too. You're gonna have to walk away from this one. This is the test. For you guys, for the males. Explicitly, this is a test. I think I should do some readings for guys in the future directly. Because that's not yeah. This is one for the guys, this is one you could have seen coming. Had you been paying attention. You could have stopped a fast moving train. Literally. Had you just been listening. So, all right. It's good for the guys. Ladies, I feel like you guys are good. I don't feel female messages here. I apologize if I'm wrong, though. Torini, I wasn't scaring him. I went over and I woke him up. The snoring, I wouldn't have a problem with it if he did it when I wasn't live. He doesn't do it all the time. When I'm live and I'm talking, obviously because the dog doesn't understand technology, he thinks I'm talking to him. So the snoring is conversation, and then he starts sleeping actually, and it's too much. Hello, Hang'em High. You're blocked. All right. I do believe. I don't think you guys need readings at this point, which is great. No one's saying anything. So I did want to come in and do a collective reading. But I do like the male readings. So I think I'll think about that some more. Try to come on a little bit earlier. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And we'll keep our eyes peeled in the YouTube atmosphere. I'm sorry, TubeLand atmosphere. To see if any of that data comes up. Again, that will be for 11 days or so. Let's keep our eyes peeled. And if you see anything, make sure you drop your data in to the comment section where I can see it. And a goodbye message from 6 for all of you.
Bomb has been defused.
Damn. Good enough. Thank you guys for checking out Psi Divine. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel. And then you won't miss anything else. Thank you too, Eskimo. Get some relaxation. I'm going to try to. Have a good night.